couple things I wanted to share with you. Who in here read that Zillow instant offer article? Christina and Joel, Bill, so a couple of you did. So Zillow, you know, they've got this thing called Zestimates, and they just put out last week instant offer. It was on Inman News, and you all get the Inman News for free through Keller Williams, through our alliance with them, so it's free to you. So, and I had to write it down because it really took me a little bit thinking about it, so I just kind of wanted to share it with you. So what they've done is they've got this instant offer, and their purpose to the general public, what the general public thinks is, wow, I can get an instant offer on my home. Very similar to We Buy Ugly Houses. Have you guys heard of We Buy Ugly Houses? Are you seeing it back out there in the marketplace?
Oh gosh, yes.
Oh gosh, yes. So Zillow is like, yay, I'm gonna follow that model. Well, the broad model of that, We Buy Ugly Houses and instant offers is that there are conditions for Zillow to buy these homes. The conditions roughly are the seller pays 9% to Zillow, or whatever the name of that company is. Then Zillow buys the home for approximately 60% of market value, right? Okay, so it sounds really great, instant offer, and yet what the consumer doesn't realize is how that affects them. Now, what's really behind that instant offer, right? Because that's really what we want to go at. Because what consumer do you know in our market today is going to want to sell their home for 60% of what fair market value is? Maybe a pre-foreclosure, exactly, short sailor, right? And pay 9%, somewhere around that. So what Zillow is really trying to do, it's twofold. One, they're capturing the leads that are your clients, they're in your database, they're in your mailing list, they're in your Christmas card list, they're your neighbors. They're capturing that information so they can sell that information back to the agents who sign up for Zillow to pay for leads, okay? So that's number one, what they're doing. But number two, really, which is bigger, is the world is all about technology, what we call big data. You guys have heard big data? What they want is they want the information on your house and your house and your house and your house. They want everybody's information about their homes. They want to collect all that big data so that they get their Zestimates down to about 3 to 5% accuracy. Because what are you seeing where Zillow is pricing things on the Zestimates? 20%, 30%, 40%, I mean just totally off. So that's what the whole premise is behind instant offers with Zillow. Are you tracking with me? Yeah. Anybody have any questions that I would attempt to answer? Okay. So just realize that they're just trying to take away your clients to sell to the agents that are buying leads, which I get it, that's a model, and people use that model. You know, we Keller Williams, we're like, your business, your leads, you take care of your folks. So that's why we're focusing in on customer service today in like a lot of different ways. So how do you build a bunker around your people? How do you have your people, your past clients, your current clients, the people who come to your open house, the people who just met you online, see your website and go, oh my gosh, this person looks awesome, I want to work with them. We want you to protect them. So that's all about your systems, your service, your tools that you provide, and that's going to be our guest speaker along with whatever great tips and ideas that you guys have. So, yeah, this is a database game, right? And we win when our database, we're in relationships. Just like you guys, in relationship with your market center, in relationship with each other. That's how we win. That's how we help other people win. And so we want to just make sure that we're all aware of what it is that's out there, that's being promoted, and how we best flip it to make sure that we are helping as many people as we can. All right? All right. Sounding a little bit like John in his sermon world, so. Are we being recorded?
We are.
Oh my God! Sorry, John. Sorry, John. Let's see here. All right, that all being said, tell me something good. Who has something really great to share? Since we were here, like, I don't even know how long ago. Ow. Really? I know somebody's got something great to share. Anybody go to a wedding in the last 2 weeks? Anybody getting married in like the next week or so?
Bailey.
2 weeks? No, like 10 days?
10 days.
Holy cow. Alright, so seriously, who's got something fun to share? I know you guys do. Who helped you with something this week? We're being recorded.
Heidi, did you get a first contract today?
Yes.
Hello? Rockstar? You got your first contract today? Congratulations. Congratulations, that's awesome. Alright.
Heidi, what?
Anything else? Yes, Miss Amanda, who just came back from vacation.
It was awesome. Y'all should all do that. Go on vacation. And leave the kids at home.
Yeah.
So Terry helped out. One of our closing coordinators asked a special request. A buyer was in the hospital, needed some earnest money transferred, and it's kind of not the standard, a little bit against policy. And she jumped in and helped that client, and it was, one of the agents here in the office, Scott Einfeld's client, and that was amazing for her to do. So I appreciate that.
Terry New is a rock star, a rock star MCA. All right, that sounds, thank you for that. All right, so who's a new agent, new to our market center, who hasn't stood up and said, hello, I'm a new agent in the market center? Okay. Welcome, welcome. Tell us who you are. Tell us a little bit about you.
My name is Angelia Bird, and I live in Conyers, Georgia. And my sponsor is Beth and Allie Hunt from that lineage. And I'm a mom of a 15-month-old. And yeah, that makes my life challenging. And I'll say something exciting happened yesterday. We celebrated my dad's 75th birthday, so that was exciting.
Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I love your energy. Beautiful energy. Who else is new and hasn't been introduced? Have you been introduced? No. Well, come on, girl. I'm not sending out invitations.
All right, my name is Heidi Rangel, and I'm brand new here. I'm also a mom, kids, 14-year-old almost, and a 2-year-old. And I was stay-at-home mom before here. And we just bought our first house yesterday. And this is the contract we're signing.
Well, congratulations. That's awesome. Well, welcome. Thanks, Heidi. It's been a while, right?
Yes.
All right, who else is new? All right, then who else is again? Oh, you're new. I saw you the other day, aren't you?
Yeah.
Stand up. Tell us who you are.
I'm Chad Keacock, so you may know my wife Deanna, who works here. So she is my sponsor. Told me to go to work for her, so
Very good. All right, Chad. Well, welcome. Welcome. All right, who else? I know I see other faces. Maybe. No? Yes? No? All right, how about guests? See lots of faces. I don't know. What? Who am I pointing? Who are
The
you
lady
pointing?
next to Heidi with a wife.
You know what? I don't know what to do to get people to stand up. So, the lady next to Heidi with a wife. Hi, Heidi with a wife. Stand up. How are you?
Good. Hi, I'm Gracie, and I am looking at the Roswell office and the Sandy Springs office to decide where I want to go.
Oh, that's an easy one.
There you
Check. Mark that one off the list.
I drive all the way from Milton to come to this office.
Yeah, she's driving from Conyers.
Hello, Ricka.
There you go.
Show off.
You're fine. That's fine.
What does Donna say out there where Jesus wears his sandals or something? John, I got 2 of them in for you.
Really? That's a whole,
Welcome, welcome. All right, anybody else want to say hello? All right, well, I'm going to say hello to people that I really don't know. So hi, I met you, but I don't really know you. I've met you, and I really don't know you. I've never met you. I met you. I've never met you. Oh my gosh, Dave. Were you at dinner last night and came up to me and said, Janice? Oh my gosh. All right, well, thanks so much for being here, you guys. I really appreciate it. All right, so Home Pro. Food up? Holy cow. Well, come on down. Give us your best in a couple minutes. You guys go back and get some food. And then when you guys come up, you know, we're gonna do that whole thing going back. So is it Melissa?
It's Melanie.
Melanie.
Just call me Mel, and then you'll have
Mel.
it right either way, right?
Thank you.
That's what people who like it call me. But I'm not in trouble, that's my name. So I was gonna start off with a story about finding a caterer today, and my caterer went to Midtown instead of here, and I thought, I need a new story, and I thought, no, I can tell the same story. So I know what it feels like to have people judge you for something that isn't your work, but is part of your work. So every Tuesday and Wednesday, I try to be presenting in front of real estate agents and bring breakfast or lunch to facilitate that. And I started off with this tiny little mom and pop caterer, and every Tuesday and Wednesday I would stress out, and I think I probably got an ulcer, worrying about whether they were going to get there on time, whether they were going to have the right food. Things kept getting messed up, and they wouldn't call me. One time I was there, it was a meeting starting at 9:30. At 9:29, they had not shown up and they were ghosting me. And I wanted to die. And so I decided no more of that, because it's still a reflection on me. Even though I didn't prepare it, you didn't see the email where I gave them the right address and the right time and told them what to do. So I worked really hard to find a caterer that makes me look good. And Taziki's for 2 years has made me look good, and today I know they're going to make it up to me. I know when you work with somebody new, it's a little bit nervous, and I want you to know I'm not new to inspections, I am new to the office. And I want to tell you the plan that we have in place so that you can have confidence in referring me. I want you to feel like my son called me from lacrosse camp yesterday. It's his first time at sleepaway camp, and he said, he didn't call me because he missed me, he called me to like gloat about something. He said, I'm teaching the class today on stringing. So he's moved himself up from camp attendee to camp counselor, all in the same camp. He has so much confidence, it's contagious. And I want you to feel like you are recommending, you have that Steve-like confidence when you recommend me. So I can't promise you that we're perfect. I can't promise you that Taziki's is perfect, but I can promise you that we do the right thing. And we have a plan in place to make sure that your clients get the best treatment. Our plan is a process for the inspections. We have 300,000 hours of inspection and construction experience on my team. And that has been formed into a process. So we follow the ASHI standards and the same process for inspections. I'm the only one I know that follows up 60 days after the inspection to see how it's going. They've usually moved in, they've usually started noticing things, and I want to be the one that reaches out to them and say, how's your house? How's it going? And so we automatically follow up. We used to go the way of other inspectors and let sleeping dogs lie, and just if we don't hear it, it doesn't exist, but we decided we wanted to start following up. And the second thing I have is a 100-day warranty. This is really different than other warranties that you've heard about because ours has no co-payment. We write it in-house, and it's just a written piece of paper to say what we've always been doing. If something is on the ASHI standards and is not noted as a limitation or a recommendation in the inspection report, it's on us for 100 days. And so then I don't have to argue over whether the inspector missed the fact that the disposal was working or whether the disposal was working. If it's not working in the first 100 days, it's on me, and they don't have to pay a service fee. The reason I have the confidence to do that is because I work with really great inspectors. They're all full-time employees of my company, and they all follow the ASHI standards, and we believe in them so much that we write that warranty in-house, and that we follow up with clients 60 days afterwards. So while we get to know each other a little bit better, I want you to be able to have that confidence. If the person you regularly work for is booked out, give me a call and give us a shot, and I want you to have that Steve-like confidence. I've given you a pen today, and I call these the home nerds. They're a screen cleaner for your cell phone, and they look like a little nerd because our guys are home nerds. We answer questions about houses whenever you have them. Text me a question. And then you have the number of a real-life home nerd when you need one. So I'm excited to get to know you, and I'm excited to get to work with you.
Oh my gosh. Thanks, Melanie.
You have a question? Yes, I just have a quick question. How many inspectors do you have currently working on your team?
I have 9 full-time inspectors.
Awesome. And what is an inspection cost?
Inspection for a single-family home, we do it priced on square footage and the type of home. So condos are in the low to mid 300s. Townhomes are in between that, and single-family homes start in the low 400s and go up based on square footage. If I were quoting a client, I would say 400 to 500.
Okay. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, Melanie, thanks so much. Hey, you guys in the middle, this group's already done their food. You guys want to slowly go back there? That is great. Thank you so much for getting your food. What do we have next online here? So our alliance partners are more, thank you. Oh, and our sign-in sheet. I remember we all sign in, so I'll spread these back over this way. Our alliance partners, our mortgage and our attorney, who's coming up today? Whatever you guys want. We can all, I know we got John Davis from W.R. Stark Key, who has something in his hand. Mortgage guy. All right, so we got that. All right.
Hey everybody, I'm John Davis with Starkey Mortgage. We have been in this office since 2007, and just have two really quick things and opportunities for you all in the next few days. So you may have seen the email. Tomorrow we have a free CE class in our Starkey office, which is off of Peachtree Dunwoody, Central Parkway, right over there. I sent out a blast email yesterday. I had some people tell me when they went to log in, it showed that it was sold out. It is not sold out. I think there was a glitch with the Eventbrite link that the lady did. So if you still want to come, we have our head of renovation lending, which is, as you know, renovation loans are becoming a little bit more popular with the inventory levels as low as they are. We're running usually about 3 to 5 a month now for clients that find a house, love it, love the location, but don't like what's inside it, or maybe they want to move some walls around or pop the top on the house. So we're starting to do a lot more of those as we move forward. So that class is tomorrow. That is a CE for renovation loans. And then June 20th is another CE class on working with seniors. We're going to talk about how you deal with that demographic. We're going to talk about reverse mortgages. That class is $50, but the cool thing is we're doing it at SunTrust Park, and after the CE class, we're going to take the Braves game in. So if you would like to go to that, email me your information. I'm going to leave some cards. I'll just leave them up here. My email address is on it. Shoot me an email or text if you want to go. That's June 20th. The class will be from like 4 to 7. The game starts at 7:30. So it should be a cool venue. If you haven't been to the Braves Stadium, it's awesome. The Battery's a cool area. So $50 gets you a C that you need anyway, and then you're into the game. So if you need anything, let me know. If you need buyers to get pre-approved, let me know as well. I'll help you out on that too. So.
Anything?
Yeah.
Oh man, put it out there. Don Davis, W.R. Stark, a superstar. Love him. And the letter now our attorney,
Hello.
Renee Dillon.
Hello.
Gannett.
Renee Dillon.
One name.
Just kidding.
Just like
Gannett.
Cher and Bono.
Hi everyone, Renee Dillon with Gannett PC. I'm one of the managing partners and I'm located in our Ashford Dunwoody office. So sometimes I give legal tips at meetings and sometimes I tell cautionary tales. And today is a cautionary tale. So I probably get a call at least once a week from people asking if they need to advise their buyers to get a survey in a platted subdivision residential property. And the first thing I tell them is always, you never advise a buyer not to get a survey. To protect your own self from liability, you always say yes, a survey is a great idea. Whether or not you want to get one is up to you. You never advise against it. Now I'm going to tell you 2 instances that we've had happen in the last month with residential properties in platted subdivisions. One subdivision had been around since the 50s, one since the 80s. So my first one, buyer gets a survey. They had the seller's disclosure filled out. Seller had put no problems, no water issues. Survey comes back, there's a 100-year floodplain in the back of the property. They can't put in a pool, they cannot add any structures to the back. So it cut off about half of their backyard that they were planning to do things for. Seller had not disclosed this. They were able to get out of the contract, both agreed to get out of the contract, took the earnest money. My one that is closing on Friday, they got their survey back last Thursday. And the house is a beautiful house, way out near Cherokee County, but in Fulton County, had huge backyard. The seller had cleared out the back, built a wonderful, lovely fire pit area. We get the survey back. There is a 40-foot by 220-foot strip at the back of the property, which included that beautiful fire pit, that is not theirs. After about a week of trying to figure out if there's anyone they can buy that property from, they can't. The subdivision behind them, the developer totally messed up. That was their property, they didn't build on it. It's a no man's land. It's gonna probably take several months of a quiet title action to actually get ownership of that property. They've now decided to purchase the property and take 20 grand off the sales price to make up for the loss of that property that's not theirs. So, what's the moral of the story? What should your buyers do? Get a survey. I always say, practically speaking, surveys are not free. They are not inexpensive. A lot of buyers do not want to pay $400 to $500 on top of all their other expenses to get a survey. But use some common sense. Talk to your buyers about it. If they want to do anything to the property, put in a pool, put in landscaping, put in fencing, build a playscape, they probably need a survey. If there are elements of the property that they want to make sure that is theirs, like a lovely fire pit at the back corner, or say certain bits of landscaping or certain fencing, they need to get a survey. And we're happy to give the order information to you through our office. And I'm always happy to review surveys for you too. All right, thank y'all so much.
Renee Dillon, closing and drink. Thank you, Renee. We always appreciate you.
Thank you.
You always have great cautionary tales, along with your Christmas poem, which is always so awesome. All right, let's see here. We've got some upcoming events. Our career night, an amazing opportunity to bring people to find out more about Keller Williams. And it's usually the last Thursday of the month. Yep, June 29th, 6:30 to 8 o'clock right here in this room. So if you know somebody who's looking to join, maybe they love where they are, but they would love something more. They would like to come here to this office. Maybe you know somebody that you went to real estate school with. Somebody who's been talking about real estate, bring them in. It's a pretty informal. Do we know who's running it this month?
I don't know who's running.
Okay. It's always somebody who's like really got great stories. You know, Clark's run it, and Trey's run it, and Donna's run it, and Jimmy Barron, and we've got, usually have some really great goodies. So career night, mark that. Ignite started Monday. I was in there. I saw like 16 eyes that were just like sticking out going, woo! Fiona's got us up and running. Let us go. So Ignite started, and Ignite is for everyone, especially if you see a gap in your business where you have an opportunity to do a better job. Ignite has all the components to cause you to take action for you to have a better career. Remember, we're businesses worth owning, careers worth having, and lives worth living, along with experiences worth giving and legacies worth leaving. So as we build our business, so Ignite is foundational, and we're working on foundation all the time in our business, because has our business changed since yesterday? Well, I know one property went under contract, so I know it's already changed, right? We've had closings. Something's changed in our business. We got a new thing about the F-123, was it, Fiona? The Community Association. We just got that from Lynn, our qualifying broker, of how that's changed. Things change in our business like they've already changed since we've been in this room, okay? So, Ignite is a great thing for that. June 20th, oh my gosh, who in here has an executive assistant or chooses to have an executive assistant right now? Raise your hand. I will tell you, this is the class, because Christy Grossman kills it. She is somebody that will teaches executive assistants how to take that business that they are operating in with that real estate agent from a job to a career. She sets up systems. Oh, and we've got a video. Thank you.
So, and just before I start this video, just know that the class, you can go ahead and sign up for it today through Eventbrite. I've sent the link out a few times. It's $99 until Friday, and then Saturday at 12 a.m. it jumps up to $129. The other thing is that they're going to be opening this up to the region to fill the spots. So if you want to get into this class, this will fill up. So go ahead and sign up today if you're interested.
Awesome.
And this is from her.
Greetings, Atlanta. I'm Christy Beltran from the Develop team in Northern Virginia. I'm really excited that John Fountain, team leader in Sandy Springs, is flying me out to teach my class, Be a Boss, 10 Secrets of a Mega EA, in his office on June 20th. I can't wait to be with you. We're going to have an awesome day. In the meantime, I've gotten a few questions that John thought I could answer for you guys. So, number one, who is the class for? Agents, if you have an assistant, if you own a team and have multiple ops people, or if you're thinking of hiring leverage, you need to be in this class. This class will tell you the difference between an average assistant and a mega EA. You know, we hear a lot about mega teams and mega agents, but we don't hear much about mega EAs, and you really need a mega EA to be successful, and that's completely different than an average assistant. Now, the class is taught from a really unique point of view, and that's my point of view as the Chief Operating Officer of the Belt team. which I've been doing now for over 20 years. My team was in Gary Keller's top 100 from 2008 to 2014, and we did about $128 million in business over the last 2 years. And I'm going to share my 10 secrets from the operations side of the business. The differences between having a job and owning a career. And I want to encourage all operations staff to be there, regardless of what the alphabet soup letters of your title are. So whether you're an EA, an AE, a TC, a Director of Operations, Chief Operating Officer, Listing Coordinator, Marketing Manager, MCA, whatever, you want to be in this class. This is not going to be your typical systems and checklist kind of class. We're going to talk about higher-minded topics. We're going to talk about mindset and goal setting, leadership, accountability, communication, ownership mentality, failing forward, and we're going to have a lot of fun doing that. So you will walk out of the class with very specific things to implement. For example, you will walk out with ideas to generate business for your team. Now, mega agents, doesn't that sound like a great idea? You'll also leave with an accountability partner and a growth plan and a number of other things, including ideas, strategy, and energy to conquer the chaos that comes along with growth. So this class is open to all companies, so be sure to invite your realtor colleagues to come along with their assistants and their teams. It's not often an opportunity like this comes around. I'm super excited about coming to Atlanta. I'm normally only there once a year for the Perfect Game World with Bat tournament, so I can't wait, and I'm looking forward to being with you. We're almost halfway through the year, so seize the opportunity to finish strong. All my classes year to date have sold out, so you want to register today at 10secretsofamagaea.com, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great week.
Did y'all get that URL? 10secretsofamagaea.com. If you want to register, you can go ahead and visit that website to sign up today.
Alright, so Celia's going to talk about this, but this is Marish, our guest speaker, who's going to be up in just a few minutes after we go through a couple more things, but these are the classes, so.
Yeah, you guys, probably 2 to 3 weeks ago, we had a leadership meeting, and we talked about how you can reach the point in your business where you really are beginning to get busy, and you just want to throw your hands up and say, as John says, I wanted to quit and cry. Well, we wanted to put together a series of classes that would help you not want to quit and cry. And Mara Schulte, we'd heard wonderful things about from people who have used her services, and we went to her and asked her if she'd put together a series of classes where she would share methods that will help you grow your business, stay in front of your clients, and maybe even have a little fun doing it. And Maris is going to be talking to us today, but I've got busy with the calendar, and you've got a flyer in front of you with all of the dates that she'll be joining us in the month of June. These are going to be quick classes, about an hour, hour and a half. It is free, absolutely, and we're going to be delighted to have Maris join us in a bit and share kind of an overview of what she'll be doing in the month of July. So we hope you will enjoy these and continue to look for classes that we're putting together along this line. We want you to have ways to leverage your business. We want you to see that you can have a life worth living and really earn good money. So that's what that's all about.
Oh, good, thank you. So here's our contest. So we got Lakeisha Knight,
Hello guys,
Christina
good morning.
ALC members.
Hey guys, we have I'm Lakeisha Knight. I'm productivity chair on the ALC committee for this year. And we have a huge, exciting listing contest coming together for the month of July. Who's excited about getting listings? Yeah. I need some more enthusiasm. Who's excited about getting listings? We're putting together the biggest contest we've ever put together for this office. It's going to go July 1st through August 31st. And we're putting together teams, and Christina's going to tell you a little bit more about
So
how
we're going to have a
organizing.
total of 5 teams, and they're going to be led by a really top producer, and everyone's going to get assigned on a team that signs up and wants to do this. And we are gonna have some grand prizes and all, but the 5 teams are gonna be 10 people on a team, so we're limiting this to only 50 people, so you gotta make sure and sign up early, and, you can't wait, because the grand prizes are gonna be.
It's huge this year. It's the biggest one we've ever done. So
Ever.
you guys keep an eye out for the emails from Bailey, telling you when to sign up and when things are getting started. It's July 1st, so mark your calendars and start working on those pipelines for those July and August listings.
Yep. Start
And
getting ready.
as I understand correctly, the quicker that we have everyone sign up, then we can announce the prizes that we're gonna be, the award for winning the, July.
Yeah,
listing
we're gonna give
contest.
an award to the team that wins, and we're also gonna give an award to the top person of
Yes.
the whole 50 people.
Yes, so we're really excited about it, guys. I hope you are too.
All right,
And Lakeisha, and Christina, one other thing I mentioned, Barry mentioned yesterday, there's gonna be points too. About like you said, if you have a for sale by owner, you get so many points for that. All the different scenarios, there's gonna be different points, so you'll have a top producer based on that. So.
And more details to come.
More details to come, yep, thank you,
Yes.
Lakeisha. Just want them to know a little bit more about that one.
It is awesome.
And then, just a few others, went a little too fast on that one. We already mentioned Ignite, you'll see this on the calendar as well, the classes that we have until June 30th. This week we have Price to Sell on Wednesday, today, and then Thursday we have our Power Up and Power Hour from 8:30 to 9, and then 9 to 10, which is where you're lead generating. Thank you.
Yeah, this morning in Power Up, we had a really interesting conversation about positive presence, negative future, and positive future. We went that whole gamut. Man, we were popping through it. We had a phenomenal morning this morning. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Nanette. That was awesome. We got Victoria. Oh my gosh, Victoria Girl out of Martin's, the Atlanta home team, is going to be doing her listing presentation live on Thursday, right here in this room. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, right here. Amazing. That is tomorrow. How amazing is that? That tomorrow is Thursday. Holy cow. You guys do not want to miss people coming in here, the superstar agents delivering their listing presentation live. You get to sit and listen. I think they give you a little bit of time to ask questions afterwards, so you get to be like the fly on the wall to see how they're doing it, how they're making it happen. It has been so well received, so I'm so excited about that. Oh my gosh, and then Michael New, the tech
guru.
Oh my gosh, thank God we've got him, technology. So he's starting to do a lot of tech classes in here. So he's gonna be in here Thursday, I guess right after Victoria, so that'll be awesome. Just running over different tech topics.
And what we're designing this class for is for you to bring your questions. You might have a problem with your printer. He's gonna help you with that. And he cannot do your whole website, but he can certainly answer your questions about your Clayster website. It's gonna be a free flowing thing, so bring your questions. He's counting on that.
Cool. All right, so we got a couple last things before, what do we have now? Oh, we've got license law. Okay. License law is a requirement. No. I'm telling you, like license law is a requirement. So,
Next time you renew, you have to have 3 hours on license law. If you have any questions about your renewal, your date, or whatever, I'm the go-to for that. But Nan Ellington is gonna be in here teaching that class, which you can go ahead and check off your list of things you have to do.
is it a cost?
There is a cost to that, is it
It's like-
35? It's on
25,
event.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, it's on Eventbrite. We'll send out the link again to help you with that.
So I'll tell you, there's nothing worse than me or Fiona or Lynn or anybody that the Georgia Real Estate Commission can get a hold of in the broker capacity going, hello, this is Vivian, is that her name? And you just go, please, no, not Vivian. Hi Vivian, how can I help you today? How can I make your world better so you don't come down on one of my agents going, so, license law, really a key component. So I know you guys are gonna do that. Oh, Chart Masters coming up. Make more money. Who wants to make more money in here? I do. Yay! All right, so we got this coming up next week, Tuesday. Yay, John does a phenomenal job on that. We've got some cappers. I believe we have 14 cappers this month. So Leslie Adams, Martin Arachki, Denise Boyd, Jennifer Cheek, Jennifer Crown, Matt Curtis, awesome. And Val is leaving for 3 weeks to go to Brazil on Friday. So she's saying, ta-ta, turning off the cell phone. I yell at Gilai, Caroline Gibson, Shannon Grandison. I saw Shannon Grandison, didn't I? There she is. There's that Capper girl. And Annette Granger. was anybody else who was on this list here? I did. Okay. Awesome. Oh, here we go. Sabine Grant. Jerry Happy. Sabine. Debbie Jacobs and Allison Neeson, Angie Poncell, and Jim Purcell. Oh my gosh, it keeps on coming. Come on in.
There's 22 this month.
22. Megan Ramsey, Diane Rockford, Danielle Ruth, Mary Trapp, Cindy Young. Oh my gosh. So cappers, what's a cap? Who knows what it means when you cap? Who can tell me what it means when you cap? Go share, Kelly.
Your contribution to the company
You've made all your contribution into the company for what period of time?
for the rest of your calendar anniversary year.
Your calendar anniversary year. And that dollar amount is, if you're a solo agent, 15,000. Anything after that date, what is your benefit?
100% of my money.
100% of your money. Sounds really good, doesn't it? So it caps, right? 15,000 to the market center, and then it's 100% yours.
Yep.
Then you get this little capper pin that says you're 100%. Well, you get recognition. You go to lunch.
We
Capitol
do.
Grill lunch?
We do.
Maybe I shouldn't have said where it is. Are we
That's
still going to
fine.
Capitol Grill?
Yeah.
All right, maybe we start going to the Ritz-Carlton. I don't know.
And we normally do the capper lunches every other third month or so, according to how many we've got. These people that we're honoring in May will not be included until maybe July, because I'm taking March and April this month. So
Yeah. So it's an all
look for your
expense,
invite, it'll be fun.
phenomenal lunch, you know, just fun. All right, so we got our number one GCI earner in the house. Usually he's just walking to the copier, picking up checks, walking to the copier, picking up checks. I gotta go to the bank. Can you auto deposit this for me so I don't have to come in all that time and pick them up? Joe Roberts, 260,693. We are so proud to be in business with you. I can tell you that just gave me goosebumps. What else did you do? What's next? Closed units in May, 23 in May, right? So does this cause you to think a little bit bigger about what your possibilities are? He had probabilities, a $260,000 month, right? A month, almost 261,000. It's there for you. Totally awesome. Oh my gosh, $10,681,600. Joel, stand up. Come on, people. Oh my gosh. So if there's one thing that you could share with us, there would be one tip, one trick, here it is.
The first thing that comes to mind is keep investing in your business. Like, don't ever just say, I made $5,000 this month extra, I'm gonna go on vacation. Keep investing in your business and keep learning. I mean, I pick up stuff every time I'm here, so keep learning.
Awesome, thank you, Joel.
Thanks.
We are so proud of you and so proud to be in business with you. I can't tell you how excited we are. So, where are we? She's pointing out something. Our profit share. Do we update the board out there?
I haven't done it yet.
Oh my gosh, we had a record-breaking profit share. Who got profit share this past month? I did. So profit share, who can tell me what profit share is? I know someone can tell me.
Okay, I love profit share.
Go girl, tell me, Lakeisha, what is profit share?
Every time you tell another great agent about this company and bring them over to Keller Williams, it doesn't matter which office, you get a portion of company dollar, profit-wise, every single month on the 21st. I like to call it 401KW. So, it's my favorite. I look forward to the 21st of every month, as you guys should too. And you should be out there telling other great agents that you co-op with, or people looking to make a career change about looking into getting into real estate.
Yeah. Eris?
Yes.
Did I say it right?
What if it's an agent from another Keller Williams office?
Anywhere
Does that
in the
apply?
world. So what happens is, just to go a little deeper, you know, me with details. I know you guys are laughing right now because details are not my strong suit. See, Sherry knows, Donna knows for sure. So what happens is, you bring on an agent. They join a Keller Williams office anywhere in the world. In the world. We got 161,000 agents across the world. Okay? They have a sale. It closes. They get paid a commission. They pay money into this company dollar going towards your cap. That money that gets paid into that market center gets divvied out based upon that closing and all the other closings. And so then the people who sponsor that the person that sponsored that person gets a portion. It's all a mathematical formula. And so that profit share is automatically put into your banking account, auto deposited on the 21st, no taxes taken out, and it just rolls right in. And there's nothing more fun than looking at, Donna, what time does it come into your profit share?
1 a.m.
On the 21st?
So you can hit 12:02 and it's there.
And it's there. You can see how much money.
She's been up to check her bank account, y'all.
I'm telling you, it is a cool thing. All right, so Kepler's breaker. Oh, so what was our profit share? Biggest ever. We are in our 18th year. $150,485 just to this market center alone. Just to this market center. Right? So we want you to get your unfair share. Career night, when was it?
It was
When is it?
Thursday.
June 29th, the Thursday, last Thursday of the month. Yeah, big deal. All right, gosh, I told you we had a lot of stuff going on here today. All right, before I bring Marist up, who's got the best tip? Who's got tips? Now, we've got some prizes, so you had to have your best tip. No best tips? We don't have to give out prizes. We will say. Oh, Sherry Kelly. Okay.
On top of the the drip campaigns I do, I always send out, of course everybody sends out a Christmas card, but I send out happy spring cards. I do something in the fall, because people don't get personal mail anymore. And I always handwrite in them and handwrite the outside, and I'll send just thinking of you cards and things like that, and I do quite a bit of that.
Good.
And it keeps my name in front of them, because if they need real estate and they don't use me, then that's my fault.
Totally. Yeah, we don't want Zillow selling them, right? We want to keep them. Anybody else has a really great tip? Go, Keisha.
Circle prospecting, your best deal ever. I have the third listing coming up in the same neighborhood from Circle Prospecting. People are seeing my sign. I door knocked it. I have called using cold realty, and I am just staying present in that neighborhood. They're seeing my face probably more than they want to, but it's working.
Will you tell people what circle prospecting is?
Circle prospecting is going around your listing. So if you have a listing in a neighborhood, or even if your office has a listing in a neighborhood, door knocking, calling, and just doing some type of touch to the other neighbors in that neighborhood to let them know you have an upcoming listing, or you have a listing, or your office has a listing, or if you have an open house, just making them aware. So just touches. Normally it's 3 different touches to that particular neighborhood to basically get your name out there and just start branding yourself as that neighborhood expert.
That's awesome. All right, great one. Anybody else? Go, Amanda.
Okay, so to go along with your listing contest for July,
Yes.
Just be sure that you guys are aware the FMLS dual entry forms have been updated. They've changed. So if you've saved them on your computer as PDF like I did years ago, and I keep clicking the same one, Amy's got me straight with the new ones, okay? So when you're getting that ready to get your listing input, use the new forms, okay?
Got it. That's a good tip. I did not know that. So thank you for that. Sherry, double dipping, girl.
I know.
Let's go.
I like pricing. I wasn't aware of this. Now everybody else might be, but I contacted Scott because I used to use Swift when I did foreclosures.
Scott Hardy?
Yes.
Got it.
And he told me that Keller Williams does own Swift, has Swift available, and you just go on and log in, and you can buy tokens And as you use Swift, it just deducts from however many tokens you buy. And I don't know if anybody has used Swift, but it's a dual entry which sends it to FMLS and MLS. And it's phenomenal. Phenomenal. It makes listing entries so easy. And they have improved it so much since when I used it years ago with foreclosures. So if you haven't used it and you do your own entry listing, or your executive assistants do, you really need to invest in that. It's phenomenal.
We're gonna have Georgia MLS come in and do some classes. They're about to do.
Swift is not any part of Georgia MLS or MLS.
Well, I know it's
Yeah,
individually
it's a
owned,
separate,
right.
yeah,
It's a
software that you can, I used to pay for a yearly membership, which was like $150 or something.
Right.
But now you can just do it with this token system because it is available through Keller Williams.
Yeah. Hey, so Amanda, double dip, what's another option?
Another option would be for you all to hire the church mover to We have packages starting at $30 to get your listing up and running. You do not have a wait. Same day service, Monday through Friday. As long as you've got your stuff, okay, photos and your dual entry, we're good to go. We got you covered, okay?
Got your stuff. Donna, I saw a finger.
This is Amy. Y'all go say hey
Oh
to
yeah,
her.
go say hey to Amy.
Or if she's, really fast typing, like when I walked by Janice's office.
Oh, like
I'm
who's
not gonna
that?
bother you. So if she's fast typing, maybe send her an email.
What up, Donna?
I think a huge time saver in Loop is to go ahead and fill out your forms that you use all the time in Loop, so that you don't have to start typing, so that your information is in for your sales and for your listings. Just go ahead and fill it in, everything but the price and
So create templates is what you're saying.
Yeah.
And pull them up and just change their name. Awesome time saver. All right, anybody else got a time saver? Great tip. All right, well then what we're gonna do, I don't know what we're gonna do over here with these. You guys might have to tell me what we do. Do we have more of these? We have one more? Okay, one more of these. All right, so this is, I know this is why you guys came, because we've got Mara Schulte here, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited because she so graciously offered to come and take her time, not only to come here and show you what Maris Inc., her company does, how you can have some time back in your life. You've got 1,140 minutes every single day, so choose them wisely because they don't come back, right? They are gone once you've spent that moment. So Maris, not only with the 4 classes that are upcoming in July, she's come here today. I'm so excited. So come on up and tell us whatever it is you care to share. So Maris Schulte, please welcome. You're not saying this, please welcome. So, and we've got to a little bit before 1. If we want to do some Q&A, like about 5 or 10 minutes before, does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pull up my website in the background just to have, which is currently being worked on.
Thank you for your tip. Thank you for your tip. Thank you. Thank your mother for her tip.
I'm just gonna introduce Shelby quickly. Hi, I'm Maris. This is Shelby. She's my assistant. She's here for moral support. So you can sit there. Okay, so I think the best way for me to kind of explain Maris Inc. to you is to explain how I started it and why I started it. So I was an assistant at the Keller Williams Peachtree Road office for an agent. And through that time, it took just about 3 years ago, and through that time is taking all the classes, learning how to use Michael Lewis Marketing Suite, learning about the touch campaigns, learning about e-edge, and everything that they teach you to do at Keller Williams. So as I'm taking these classes, I'm either talking to other agents, talking to my agent, like just getting a little bit of insight to, there's so much knowledge that you're learning, so much bookshelf knowledge, I guess. Like they're telling you a lot about things that you should be implementing in your business, things that you should be doing. And I think the biggest need that I found through talking to agents was that there wasn't really anyone to help you implement it. So either you would have to hire an assistant, you would have to hire a marketing person, you would have to hire somebody to come in and do this for you if you didn't have time to do it, or maybe just the agent didn't have a good understanding of really the best way to do that. So with that, I was considering becoming an agent and joining his team as a buyer's agent. Took all my classes to get my license. I was about to take my state test, and then it dawned on me that I just felt a lot more passionate about helping all agents with marketing and with all these things that I felt, they really needed help implementing. So I decided not to get my license to become an agent, and I decided to start asking around to agents who maybe needed help. So it kind of spread a little bit, like agent to agent, just talking about it, letting them know I was doing stuff for them. And from there, I just spent about 6 months to a year just figuring out what agents really needed and how I could best offer those services. So now I have a company, and it's called Maris Inc. And I like to look at it as kind of like a whole big picture approach to looking at your business, and then how you can use marketing to grow your business development and stay in touch with everyone who's in your database. So there's a few different sectors, which is why we broke it up into 4 classes. And I think that if I just kind of walk through this, it'll help you guys understand the different areas that we focus in. So one of the first things when I sit down with an agent who's interested in speaking with me is to talk about, okay, like who's in your database? Where are you storing your database? How is it organized? Do you have it organized at all? Like what does that look like for you? So when we go through this is where I usually learn if agents either don't have a database and a CRM at all, or they're not using eEdge, or they don't know how to properly use eEdge, or they're using a complete outside CRM service that they also don't understand. So one of the first things we'll do is break down all of their contacts, everyone from their phone, their email, past clients, anyone you can think of. We take everyone all together, and then we kind of walk through how they should be broken up and organized. So once you have everyone grouped in different sections, then we can kind of analyze how you should be marketing to these people, how you should be following up with them, and how you can build a referral-based business through the people that you already know. So once we group up, we organize that database, then we will go into talking about like what else do you have set up? Like do you have different profiles? Do you have a Zillow profile? Do you have a Facebook profile? Do you have your website complete? So through there, we'll analyze and figure out, what does your web presence look like? Like if someone were to search for you, if someone were to be given your business card and they look you up, then what do they find? Is your message consistent? Do you have the same headshot across the board? Do you have all of these things in place so that if people look you up, then they understand why you are different and what you specialize in versus what other agents specialize in? So with that, we'll kind of walk through branding, which is a huge piece I feel that I'll help agents with. So branding and thinking about branding when it comes to real estate is how to set yourself apart from every other agent. So you have templates and you have everything that you can use from Keller Williams, but are you doing the best that you can to showcase Keller Williams and how they support you, but also showing what's unique about you? So helping agents kind of come up with their logo based on their business name, coming up with their business name, taglines, color schemes, like whatever whatever you guys are looking for when you're thinking about branding your business, we'll walk through those things. And I think that once you start to develop your brand and you start to have that reflected in your marketing, then you have a consistent look that people can expect, that people will see and recognize, okay, this is this person because I see this logo, this is on everything that they send me, this message is consistent, so on and so forth. So branding is a huge piece of what I help with. From there, I would say a lot of people then will ask me about social media. So social media is a whole entire beast in itself, I would say. So once you have everything branded, you have your website, you have all of these things in place, like uniform across the board that you can point people to, then you want to start building out your social media profiles. Your social media profiles, I would say the most commonly used, the ones that I think are the best to use for real estate agents would first be Facebook, having a business Facebook page. I think The second one that I find to be the best would be LinkedIn, which is a lot of people will be confused by, I guess, because it's more about connecting. And then Instagram would be third. And I think from a lead generation perspective, that Facebook is a really good one to focus on if you're first going to dive into social media and presenting yourself on social media. So when I talk about your business Facebook page, then that is where we can tie in your branding, and we can tie in your mission and your goals and your target audience, and we can build that business Facebook page as a separate website, essentially. And so that is where I think a lot of agents will have a lot of success when it comes to social media, is really utilizing Facebook and targeted ads and how to boost posts and how to really narrow down on the people who you're trying to attract and the clients who you want to get in the areas that you service. And we will walk through branding questions that I have that'll kind of help you, not only you, but me also analyze, like, what is your goal? What is your value proposition that helps you stand out from other agents? What is the message that we can give to your past and current clients and hopefully future clients, you know, to attract them to you? So Facebook is an amazing way to do that, and making it really unique based on your specific goals is something that I think we specialize in, and it's been really awesome to see the agents who have started that and how it's really transformed the engagement and them just feeling really comfortable with their web presence as a whole. So that's what I'll say about social media. Planning this class, I think, is going to be really, really key, because just to go back to people talking about farming or keeping in touch with past clients, making sure that your name is in front of them, this is where I think I have the absolute most success in the consulting piece of my business, and it's with planning. So I have this, I guess I would call it like it's a 3-hour consultation, essentially, where you come up with your entire marketing plan for the whole year. And it sounds daunting, and it sort of is, but also it's very beneficial at the end. But this plan is where, so if you look at it and think about it, so now we have all your contacts in place, and you feel a huge weight lifted off your shoulders because you're not wondering where they are, how are they organized, like what am I supposed to be doing with them. We have your farm, we have your sphere, we have your VIP clients, we have your past clients, we have vendors, we have everyone organized separately, and then we get to talk about campaigns. So I know that Keller Williams talks a lot about the 33 touch, which I think is the 36 touch now, they say? Okay. So the 36 touch, the concepts, I bring with me, but the 36 touch, the 8x8, the 12 direct, and they'll tell you, okay, like you should be implementing these, but what I find is agents don't really know, like, when do you implement them? Like, when should a 12 direct be used? When should an 8x8 be used? And does this only mean that you have to do a 12 direct or an 8x8 through like my KW? Does it have to go through VEdge? And what I most commonly find agents saying is, I don't want to send everything that everybody else is sending. Like, I don't want to send out those e-blasts. I don't feel like they're personal. I don't feel like I don't even know what's going out, and I'm just putting people on them. There's automatically receiving these things. So this is where we sit down and I'll talk about the different categories. So your sphere and your VIP clients, I think, would fall in the same group. We'll talk about your farm, and then we break down how can we provide touches that are more personal to these people. How can we reach our farm with postcards or mailers, or I guess you could do different things like pop-bys or farming flags, or different ways to touch your neighborhood without sending them the same generic piece of information, the same listing postcards, the same whatever. So that's where I'll walk through and say, okay, look, well, these are a bunch of things that I think are really awesome, that are really successful. We'll come up with events postcards, or, you know, places to hike around Georgia. Like, we'll spotlight restaurants and get those restaurants to pay towards, you know, the local restaurants to pay towards the postcards, so that you guys aren't paying as much to have these things farmed. Like, I help you basically go from just mailing things out kind of blindly to having a strategic plan for how often they're getting a call to action versus how many times you're giving them a piece of value. How how is this postcard that they're gonna pull out of their mailbox gonna be something that they wanna hold on to? It's gonna go in their fridge, that they're gonna wanna show their friends and family, that they're gonna be excited about. We will walk through those topics, reflect what you think is most important, and if it's your area, your farm, your target audience, then we consult back and forth to figure out like what would be the best plan. And let's go ahead and map it out. So we'll map out everything for your farm. We'll talk about touches for your sphere. So if you're really interested in talking about a client appreciation party, and you've never done one, you really want to do one, you have no idea what that looks like, we'll put that in the marketing calendar. We'll talk through maybe the best times of years to do it, touches that would surround it. We can talk about newsletters. Maybe you really wanted to send an email newsletter and you would love for it to be personalized, you would love for it to reflect your brand, you would love to, you know, be able to kind of pick and choose what you put in there each month. We can help you with newsletters. I'm going to talk about newsletters in probably the planning class or the branding class. And just walk through, you know, how can we use the concept of the disc profile to reach different types of people when you send out this newsletter, so that when someone opens it, there's going to be a little bit for everyone, a little piece for everyone, to where they can really look forward to your newsletters each month. We'll do email blasts, like you were saying, around holidays, or postcards around holidays, like something that's just like, hey, I'm not trying to be overly pushy, I'm not asking you to give me business, I'm not asking you, you know, to give me a referral. I just want to give you value. I just want to show you, like, I'm a local expert, I'm involved in the community, I know what's going on in the community, and this is why you should use me. And I'm here to give you value more often, and I'm going to be coming to you asking for your business. Because indirectly, these people are going to know and expect this from you, that they're going to be receiving these things from you, and they're going to think of you. Your face, your picture, your little message, everything that's going to be on the back or on the print of anything that you send is always going to be there, and they will associate that with a local realtor, and they'll think of you when a neighbor or someone needs to, you know, needs your services. So those things, even though it sounds kind of all over the map, are different pieces that you can put together and plan strategically in a way to where you're implementing all of those things in your business, but you also are doing it in advance, to where when you do it in advance, you're thinking about it strategically, and then you kind of get to take your mind off of it. So this marketing calendar, when it's all said and done, when you have this marketing calendar plan, you're gonna know, okay, this is my goal for the postcards I want to send out to my farm every month. These are the email blasts I want to send throughout the year. These are, and then you break it down and you can look at it as touches to know these are the things that are going to happen. And then when it comes around to being summer, spring, and you're crazy busy with business because it's the most, you know, it's the best time for people to sell their house, and you're just running all over helping people with their business, you don't have to look back and think, like, what am I going to do marketing wise? Or I haven't sent anything out this last 3 months. Like, I have no idea what to send, and then you end up sending something super generic with no purpose directly behind it. So this kind of alleviates your need to think every single month, like revisit that, like, well, what am I going to send? How am I going to touch them? You have it in place, you have the plan, you have an actual digital calendar of the plan, and then either you can implement it or we can implement it for you, and from there it's just a great way, I think, to continue reaching everyone and touching everyone. So with that said, those are all kind of the different areas of ways that we help agents, getting them organized, explaining the different marketing tactics that you can use, the strategy behind it, and then ways that you can implement it. And then another piece that kind of goes along with that is just consulting in general. So I have agents all the time who will just say, hey, I just want to spend an hour with you and I want to run over this topic with you. Like, I want to learn more about this. I want to understand more about this. Or agents like who are on teams, there are a bunch of teams that I'll work with where they already have, maybe they already have a marketing person, or they already have an assistant, they have an operations manager there who can implement these things, but they don't really know how to do it. You know, they say, Meredith, I really want to get into blogging. Like, we have a website, everything's set up, I don't really, you know, I feel like we should be blogging or maybe sharing it on our business Facebook page, like getting people involved in the things that we know about. You know, we can help with blogging, or we can consult with how should you blog, what are the topics you should cover. so on and so forth. So consulting is a whole other piece of what we do, just answering questions. And I think, I mean, besides like going super far into it, like we're gonna dive in. I'm gonna have ways for you guys to work on stuff like your profiles, to walk through the different steps of getting these things organized through the classes. And I'm really excited about that. I'm gonna have little packets of like tips and everything you can take away when you're in there. So I hope that you guys will come to the classes. Yeah, and I guess unless you guys have questions, anyway.
I have questions.
Yeah.
Oh, do you do landing pages? You help us do landing pages?
You mean like for a specific property?
For a specific property, or maybe just to, advertise yourself more? I've been wanting to do it, but as you know, it's very technical to do it on your own. And then these systems that they have to do it, I still find it kind of cumbersome. Do you help with that or no?
So I would say yes. I'm gonna answer that as yes.
Okay.
I think that what I find is people have different. We would maybe specifically show me an example of what you're thinking, but we do help with that. I mean, and I've helped people build websites outside of, the standard Placer one. We help with Placer websites, by the way, customizing them the best we can with the templates. But yeah, definitely.
Are you local?
Yeah, so we're virtual but based in Atlanta.
Maris said something, she touched on a couple of different topics. And, being where your clients are, because if your clients are on Facebook, then you've got to be on Facebook. If your clients are, blogging and looking at blogging, you want to be on blogging. If your clients are texting, you're going to text. If your clients are Instagramming, you're going to Instagram. I mean, you want to be where your clients are, and I'm sure I've missed a lot of ones that people much younger than me look at. Like, I think Snapchat's for 6 seconds, so I don't know how you can be there.
Oh,
understand.
Snapchat for agents is like
I don't know how it works, but maybe it does. I don't know. But whether it's LinkedIn or your websites, whatever it is, so being where, so it sounds like you've got the opportunity to have them be exposed, right? Because we want you to have a greater exposure so that your clients find you where they are, not just where you are.
And I think a huge thing to touch on that is you have to remember that there are people who might hear about you, might see your sign, might just know your name and look you up. And that's literally your shot. You don't know what's happening, you don't know they're looking you up. But if they're looking you up and they don't understand, what area you specialize in, or you don't have the digital credibility maybe that they would be expecting or looking for, then that a lot of times could, whether you know it or not, throw off whether they're interested in working.
That brings me to something. So you guys know I'm a maps coach, and I got a new client who's in California. And I went and Googled him to find out a little bit about him before I talked to him, right? And so I pop it up and it says, he's at KW Coastal, but he sends, all of his profile says KW Shoreline. So I call him up and I'm talking to him yesterday and I said, hey, are you in both of these market centers? He goes, oh no, I'm no longer at that market center. I said, well, that website's still up and running. And he just moved down the street. Now I know that you guys are all gonna be at Sandy Springs Market Center because there's no place better than the #1 market center in the state of Georgia. And the #3 is Keller Williams, of all Keller Williams. 757 offices in #3. We were #1 in 2010. So why I bring that up, I diverse. I diverse a little bit. So do you guys help keep up the content? Am I to understand that?
Yeah. So I guess one of the biggest pieces is not only educating agents on what they should be doing, but offering that service. So we do it in a variety of ways. Agents might just be interested in a la carte services, like a monthly newsletter or just postcard farming, or some people just be like, hey, can you make a just listed postcard for me or something like that. And we definitely do a la carte. Or through, after having a consultation, we might determine, okay, you're really interested in social media, these bigger things, and then they'll come with a consistent way. So for a lot of agents, I would say we pretty much filled their void of needing a marketing assistant. They wouldn't need one. We can do everything for them in real time. I I meet with them consistently, and we talk with them consistently, and we're really involved in everything going on in their business, and we implement it for them.
So I don't know about you guys, I've said it and forgot it. I don't know if you've done this on websites or an email address, and you're like, oh, I think I might need to change that, my profile. Like, holy cow, that
There's
was
so many
good.
agencies who've switched market centers, and they don't. Or there's just stuff you won't know. Like, we'll come across profiles, and it's like, well, that link's not working, you know? And it's like, did you realize that link wasn't working? Sorry, I want to get information.
I don't know, you guys generic, like, or y'all do all kinds of services or just for real estate?
That's a really good question. So I would say we specialize in real estate,
Okay.
but we do help other companies, because the concept is kind of the same. It's building your web presence. I just specialize in real estate, I guess, because I know a lot of the ins and outs already of the systems,
Okay.
specifically Keller Williams too, but we do work with other brokerages and businesses.
Okay.
Molly, is that a question or a stretch? Okay.
Do you have a big team or is it just you two?
No, so Shelby is my assistant. We have 4 other girls working with us, and then in the process of expanding, I'm building how my vision for Mirror Sync and how it's going to kind of grow out is to have people who specialize in those one areas, you know, and just maybe just social media or just admin database type stuff, just, you know. So right now we have definitely a few girls. I just kind of take Shelby is, we try and keep her the main point of contact, figure out talking with a few different people, and then I'm kind of the person who, I will remain the consultant probably for a while, the person who will meet with agents one-on-one. I do some of the specific initial branding and design.
What other questions do you have?
What are your fees?
It's a good question. So that is not something that I like to put like a blanket answer on, because it's very, very specific. I mean, I know this is going to sound vague and I don't mean to, but it's very specific to the agent's needs. I mean, if there's an agent who just wants, you know, a postcard or a flyer, then it's along the lines of like, well, do you want to pick one of my templates or do you want something custom? So we can definitely answer individually, I guess, based on what you're looking for. It's just a broad range. I don't want to give out a number and that it'd be different if you're looking for something overly specific. But basically how it would work, and anyone who is interested in a complimentary consultation, if you have any interest in any areas of the services, we can definitely set something up to talk. But based on that, then that's where I'll leave you in that moment saying, okay, this is what that would look like on a monthly basis or an a la carte basis. But I would say that it's extremely affordable for agents, you know, who are looking for, especially the big picture idea of having all of these things implemented. It's extremely affordable, like compared to hiring somebody even part-time. Like it's cheaper than even hiring somebody part-time to do it, and you're getting everything that you need done. And I would say an expert level or a good level, but
Superior knowledge level for sure. So give us that, so one person wants a templated postcard sent out once a month. What's that?
a templated one.
300 people. It's already your template. Send
Oh,
it
it's
out.
my template.
Your
It's
template.
55.
55 a month?
Yeah.
55 a month.
For a postcard.
Okay. So to do the whole ball and wax and custom out the wazoo.
Okay, I can say this. The most that anyone
there we go.
spends, maybe I'll do it that way. The most anyone spends, and this is like because they want social media, they want a monthly newsletter, they want a mix of custom postcards, email blasts, whatever we come up with a thing, I would say is maybe $2,500 a month, and that is like on a high end, I would say, but that's having everything covered. In social media, we're creating custom graphics, like we're literally showcasing a brand where you feel, that it's truly showcased.
So
but that's like
wide
for
range.
everything.
Yeah. You said something that made me think of something that Sean used to say all the time. When you're sending out things, remember Kelly used to say, make a deposit, and then ask for a withdrawal. Deposit, give, ask for business. give. And when you were saying that, I mean, that's exactly what I wrote down. It was
But
like,
I always say you
holy
should
cow.
offer 3 times the amount of value for every. It's like a 3-to-1 ratio.
Yeah.
You know, so when we're coming up with farming postcards, we'll come up with really unique ones where they feel like they're giving back. There's always a call to action on the back, of course.
So this is a question that I have. So how does the tracking of what you guys send out, how do the agents find out how the response is there a way for that? Any analytics in that?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. So, I mean, we definitely can track analytics just through using, MailChimp can track it for email blasts, and we'll look at that. Facebook can track it through your business Facebook page to see what's working. Us having the knowledge of, like, timing and being able to write it, SEO and all of that. And a lot of people are like, Facebook, post an ad and reach so many more people with the same dollar amount that you would spend on sending out a postcard, and you have control of responding to the feedback that they give on Facebook rather depending on people to call you. So those are all things we kind of walk through how to switch it up to lower your cost on print mail.
Is that covered on the July 19th class on social media?
Yes.
I would think so. Yeah, those Facebook ads are targeted by keywords, right? Absolutely.
And there's so many different ways that you can accomplish your goals through that, and that's definitely something. I'll spend a lot of time with Facebook, so I think that's really the best lead generator.
Cool. What else do you guys, what other questions do you have? And that's just smiling.
And this is great information. I look forward to them.
Good. Nancy?
So if you do a postcard, are you also doing the mailing list and the mailing, or are you just producing the piece?
It's a really good question. So that's one of the things that'll come in the difference in pricing, which is not fair. It's not, so it's like a $15 handling fee. But I am not partnered with Alphagraphics of Buckhead, but work very, very closely with Alphagraphics of Buckhead. So that's usually my first suggestion to agents who work with me is like, hey, I can handle everything for them. Essentially, so this is what it looked like. Let's say like you wanted to send out, a bunch of people just loved my June events postcard that I did for all the events going around in Atlanta in June. Yeah. And they would order it from me. If they didn't have the neighborhood mailing list, then I can pull the neighborhood mailing list for you, or they would send it to me or send me the street names and I can pull it from there. We can pull it from there. And then we would send, all of the information, like handle all of that, sending it to Alphagraphics. Like, here's everything that they want. They want to get these ordered and printed, and then we let you know the price, you approve it, and we send it out. I guess a really important thing that I should say is so many, and there's not even anyone in here that works with me, which is sad, but I can give you guys plenty of references if there's anyone you want to talk to in this office and other offices. But we try and make it as hands-off for the agents as possible. We do a lot of work up front, I would say, kind of talking through things with you, and we have different forms and things where we collect information and consult with you to see what you're looking for, and then we, it becomes very turnkey and streamlined.
Sheila, do you have a question?
Yeah, actually I messaged you about a year ago.
Oh yeah?
And we were supposed to meet up twice and we couldn't make it, and something happened. But my question for you is that as far as vlogging, like if I have a Facebook or Instagram, for you to go in twice a week and vlog something, would I be providing you all the information that you would be vlogging? And if so, how much would it be? Or can you guys come up with something knowing my business and all after the consultation?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So with blogging, we try and keep it just a ghostwriting blogging, which ends up being, I think it's $75 a blog, but we do it in a package for the month to do like 4 a month, and I think it's a discount once you do 4 a month. But that is like with you not having really to do anything. So we'll give you topics. We'll say, hey, like these are the topics that we're thinking to do for your blog. We personalize it to your business, but it's ghost written because it's going to come as if it's coming from you. So we would write on behalf of your business. We would write, with the knowledge of knowing like how many words you should use in the SEO and what's an important topic to be writing. And another question to answer, none of the blogs are repeated. So we don't use one blog for one agent for another agent. It's all, everything that we do, and my goal for Mayor's Inc. in general is for agents to be able to have like custom, very personalized and custom content that reflects you.
So if you could, Holly, do you have one? Here, it's on the flyer. You need a flyer?
Yeah.
You got a card too? Here, I'll give you a
But yeah,
flyer.
this is the flyer.
Hey, all right, so can you leave them with one tip to take away that they could go and use today? It's just your bonus of just like a little, cause you stayed and you came and you listened and you guys all look so intense. Gosh, do I have to do a yoga move or something? Try it, look, you see, I can't do one. I got hands on the desk. I got hands on the desk. Nobody else knows what we're talking about.
I mean, I wish I could give something like super, super specific that you could click. I would say the biggest step you can take in having, like, making moves towards getting stuff like this streamlined is truly knowing your audience, knowing who you're trying to target, and knowing who you already have in your database. So if you're an agent who feels like you kind of have everything like in different places, or note cards or business cards, or some stuff in your email and some in your in e-edge, and you don't really know what's going on, then I would say the biggest step would be just take a second and think about, like, where do I have everyone, and am I marketing to them differently in a way than it should be.
So when they all send you an email, you want them to tell you what? Like 3 things you want them to tell you about their business so that you can help them be efficient and effective.
Okay.
Capture.
So
the
there
audience.
is, and if you want to do it this way, you can go to the contact page right here.
So, and this is at marisync.com.
Yeah, it's marisync.com/contact, and you can put, and we're working on some of the pages on this, and it's terrible timing, so I apologize, because we're like working on how to restructure like everything that we offer. But you can take this, I guess, notes on this, and you can fill out this just so that I have it, and let me know maybe like the main things that you're interested in, or if you if you plan on being in any of the classes and anything you would really love to take away from it. I want to make the classes as informational and beneficial to you guys as I can for what you're really hoping to get out of it. So that would be good. And anyone who wants to email me, I think something I could give you guys that could get you kind of your brain starting to think about branding and who you want to target. I have a very basic list of 9 branding questions that when you look at it seems super basic, but when you start to work through it, it really helps you figure out, and think to yourself, like, well, who is it that I'm targeting and where are they located and all that sort of fun stuff. So I can send you those if you guys want to give me your email. And then another thing, we always run specials and stuff that we're doing, maybe generic postcards that I come up with, or email blasts or something, and we'll email blast them out to agents all the time, and that's another quick way to get a touch out if you haven't thought of anything.
I just saw your spring postcard, your very generic spring one. Do you have a summer one like that?
So it's the one where it's like spring is,
Yes.
it must be on. Spring is selling season. Well, I changed it for some people to say not a lot of stuff is on this, but this is what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can change it to summer. So I can have the exact same thing and just change the word to summer, which I've done.
Suzette, did you have another question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you have a consultation, the first consultation is spring, I meet with you.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Anyone who wants to have a consultation, meet with me. Usually what I try and do, because what ends up happening is because I work with agents in all different offices, is I'll try and book a bunch on one day, typically Wednesday and Thursday, or like the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Mondays aren't really good days, but and I can tell you, or you can say what days are you typically in the Sandy Springs office, and we can book 45 minutes to an hour.
Awesome. All right, well, it's just a couple minutes to 1, so I just got a couple quick things, but there's a lot of information today. Would you not agree with that? My head is blown because it's not all in there. But So we had so much today. So first of all, thanks so much to Marist and Shelby, right?
Yes.
Thank you so much. We are so excited.
Thanks to John.
Yeah, thanks to John and just Celia for like making this happen like she always does. So you've got Marist at maristinc.com or Marist Inc.
Or it's maristinc.com, or you can go to the maristinc.com info page to do it.
Awesome. All right, so we're gonna have, I think, a night class at 1:30. So we're done. Take your stuff, clean your space off, dump it in the garbage. You can stay in the building, and if you're in Ignite, you get to stay here. Or if you just want to hear about Ignite, see what's going on, you can stay here. And we appreciate your time. Anything we can do to help make your world better, just let us know. We're all about it.
Okay.
All right. Woo! Book it.
No headstand.
No headstand. Thank you, guys.
Oh my god, Lou is amazing, and like that's why I love working with him, because I can be like, guys, I need this like for one of my clients. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we could do today. If we can just,
First of all, they send you about
we're gonna like well, I was thinking like for us to like sit, so we don't
This is what she said anyhow.
So that's kind of where we very easy. But I'll tell you all the information you need down there. And then I have another one that is
I just you provide me a spreadsheet for like one of my services.
yeah, so we'll do one spreadsheet with different tabs. And then we organize that within that for you to like hold on to like forever. But we can also explain and like take how that's organized and then share it.
See, I just have like
So that would be like this. But then you like you go into like you know the end and you like
So I guess I'll shoot you an email that.
Yeah.
Set up some.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. So there's like
What is
a
it?
ability,
Shelby?
and you all have to select.
How you spell it?
A-R-I.
Wow. What they're choosing is they already know me, they trust the other person that has referred that. So,
Thanks for saying.
CRM, it's so easy to work on.
Hi, I'm Mary.
It's just, yeah, it's already in
That's fine. Yeah, I do. I'm next in line. I just don't want to disturb you.
Yeah, I would email just let you know there, or contact me on the website and just tell me what you're interested in. It'll just help that you tell me before, like, the specific topics you're really interested in, and everything, so whenever you start with an idea, what we're gonna talk about.
that is talking to someone professional, I have to show you the beautiful cover sheet that tells them about the colorful two-sided flyers, which one side is they told John everybody knows it on Valley. Every month on Valley will have very good quality.
I look forward to talking to you. Just let me know, like, when you're thinking, and we'll let you know.
Already come with your cover sheet. So I used to do them for months myself, and I did, and I got it, and he said, I still did. And I'll show you how to do it. You go to the office. Yeah, you have to select, no, not today, I don't have to. Next Wednesday before you yeah, I put it, and then I can bring all the stuff and show you to see all the samples that they're sending out. Because my mentor just like that.
Yeah, they get mad if they know everything and
But my mentor, that she's a seasonal agent,
So, she works hours, and then any hour after that is
I signed up.
you can focus, like, if you think of a theme
The stuff that comes with it.
or whatever you work best for you. Or we can just do the first hour, just where you can kind of like pour out everything you're thinking, I can think about it, and then we can regroup and plan on more planning. We'll do it extra days, and I'll come more. So I'll try and look at it like I was saying, like,
Are you looking at me? Something was in your head.
yeah, you guys are going to
hey, so funny. I saw you looking.
That's funny. Yeah, I need to figure out a system within the office to like that. Yeah, that's a good idea.
So instead of having them have an assistant, right? Okay, so you can just, because the box comes with comes with your website and comes with
I've been trying to get in touch with her. We've been back and forth on email. She's like, I'll call you in the morning.
No. That's just one. You know, it
Well, I've gone without not the royal, but I, as far as, I get this every year, and I have friends always go, oh, just have this, everything, your measurement, cap, the top hat, and everything, meet you, the morning come meet you at the, so they got new stuff, but the morning come to meet you at the hotel, but I've done all that kind of stuff, and then every day they switch them out for you, and you know, I'm like, wow, oh, I know, but I brought it because I thought you would at least think of home. But I thought you'd appreciate it. I know, but I mean, I'll order, I mean, some of the new stuff and everything that I'm ordering, I'm like, oh yeah, nobody understands what it comes in time. I mean, but nobody understands. I mean, I really appreciate it. Yeah. But like going to Hickstead and all that kind of stuff, a couple of good friends that, they like it and all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to call them sure. No, it is what it is. I know, I've seen them falling out of the pub, so I know. No. No. But I thought you
There's this, you ever watch the Beano? Charlie Brown? Yeah. You know that next year we're talking about she's like 4 or 5 cents to give you so Charlie Brown puts on the top for her. She was shooting football, and her face, she was shooting with Denver at 5
So I call my sister, she's like, get over it.
I run it all the time.
Who's on?
I run, exercise, and all. Yoga, what'd you do? I said. No, she did yoga in today. Oh, I thought you would have gone. Got the kids off and got the little camp. Enjoy the morning. I know that you've gone somewhere. I didn't know. I'm at 33. I got 2 more show jobs. So at least I'm I've got more business done at the bar at 4 o'clock because they always have I'm never sold. People always want to change the thing. So if I can get it up before, I've handed out more cards and that's my thing. Yeah, but I sit like whenever I work with somebody who judge or see somebody. No, but I always send cards. Like if I think about somebody or something, I always have their address. Yeah. Or if they have a business card, or whatever, and then they'll write it down, and it's hard to keep everything on the card. I just take a picture of it. When I get home, I go through all of my pictures. Like I went through, because I didn't know the old I took a picture of your page on, so when I did it again, I would know, because I had a program to go this way, and I go through it, and it goes through all my devices, so it's always there. I talked to a guy, I don't know what's his show, yeah, we're not gonna make flights. I'll get some help, but I want to get everything in order first before I start.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave.
It's a serious competition.
Praise the Lord.
Thank you, you helped me so much. I've been in a questioning reality.
in my house. Is it the guy or the lady? With the beard, yeah, heavy guy. They were both okay. Yeah. 9:30, single, 11, there, 12:30, 1. Yeah, so the lady was break or whatever. Lisa's done. And I'm gonna get you signed up for the license.
No, I mean, I want to go up there, but I kind of want to keep our activities too.
Here. So after our, well, so you gotta have that as far as I can do it. It's on June 12th. Yeah, on this website. Yeah. That's what I did. Right up to that, I wanted them all done. For here, phone number. Yeah, so next Monday, our class here starts at 9:30. Next Monday, 9:30. 9:30 to 12, and then the license law right after. You gotta try one of those water things. Took a picture of it. Lime, the one you had on. Yeah, but what is it? But it's coconut. Lime, yeah.
So I got her name. Sort of, I assumed that it works.
We'll have anything mango, coconut, I do that all. I think. Yeah, I like, yeah. Mangoes are, mango bananas and stuff. Mangoes are a pain in the ass. I like to do them all. I like to put them in schools and the feeling trying to get off and stuff. So I buy like a Costco and stuff, and I go to Dave's and I need them back there. I'm like, no, we can get them free. So they're
There you go.
She says, well, they just transferred it over. This will take a little longer. And she said, well, are you going to have to buy, are you going to buy a house over here? Let me know. And she says, well, we're thinking about it. I said, well, do you have a agent? She says, no. I said, I'd love to hire your agent. Let me give you my phone. And then I asked her for her number. So now, I You want me to drive? My cousin in Maryland. What are you doing?
You know about those jelly beans.
Why, I'm gonna say, what makes you gonna pass over me?
You didn't just go come in here, you're in there eating healthy, and but you just said, I love this chicken.
That's all right, I told you I love candy. And you pass, you gonna pass.
Yeah.
You hear the free lunch thing?
Yeah. I'm gonna hold that in there.
Oh, there's M&M's in here too? Oh my, and Skittles?
Oh,
Oh my god.
You got a nice little mix.
Jelly beans, jelly bellies,
I'm gonna tell
peanut
my
butter
husband.
M&Ms, and Starburst.
You know, I don't know my husband might like
Skittles.
candy more than I do.
My one bad habit.
The difference is he's skinny and I'm not.
Hey, I've worked hard. I lost 120 pounds in the last 2 years.
How much? You lost 120?
121.
Did you take mine? I'm up to 50. I'm trying to get my next 50 off.
Takes time.
It does.
But it does have
I
courage for
promise
me.
you, there'll still be a lot of me.
Running?
Trying to walking now. I ran the beach last year. I run it this year. I try to do 12 miles a day.
A day?
Yeah, I get up to 4.
And you have us bragging about my freedom, my mama.
It's all, but I clear my head when I do it.
Three's good. It's actually good.
It is what I do, and, you know, I love my app, cause I can listen to the markets open.
Yeah, but for 12 miles, you know, I
It's
run
all-
for like 3, 4, and what else can you see?
I can't run, I walk.
I usually try to run a good hour to 2, and then try to walk another hour, and then come in.
So how fast do you run?
Did I get your name right? I think I go a mile or 8, I think it's 10 minutes, 15 seconds. So not too fast, but I ran the D3 in 58 minutes last year. It's what it is, a 10K, 10K. And so this year I want to try to do less than 10. I think I can, I mean, I hope, I don't know. I never thought I would run. I mean, I never thought I would enjoy it.
You do that. You do that. I've always been a sprinter.
You're good.
When I was young. I was a sprinter. I did a mile.
Hey. How was it today? Did you enjoy team meeting?
Yes, that was
Business
very good.
meeting? Yeah? So good?
That's pretty cool.
So the teams, where are the teams?
We're here.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
We're team.
Oh,
Seven
wow.
figures.
What'd you say?
7 figures?
Yeah, I just got lazy with that, I had to get out now, yeah. Yeah, it's gone now.
You wanna get, there's mugs in the kitchen, you know, if you don't wanna drink it, you wanna pour us down in the cup.
Glory.
Who's the team here? Colin? Colin is covering Peter's.
Peter's over there.
Peter?
I'm gonna move momentarily.
Alright. Wanna move forward, girl?
I saw him. The purple shirt on. You know I didn't miss the purple.
You are all good.
They're all here.
You okay?
It's my favorite too.
One girl in a mixed up, God bless.
I know.
I'm praying for you. Bless you. You see, now she's gone all the way to the back, so cause you lost. You bullies.
So we got running coffee?
Pardon?
Can I get some more coffee?
Do what you like. Fast
No.
up.
Oh, no, I'm here.
Alrighty, Chad, are you here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Alright, so, I think Peter went to go and get his textbook, I think that's what it is. His book. Hey, Shouty, can you change the air on that thing? Cause I'll tell you now, Donna will freeze. Okay, you can do it. Yes. Warmer. Warmer.
I
She
did.
goes, warmer.
I did that.
That was great.
It doesn't go. It doesn't.
You're the one.
I'm the one.
No, it won't move. Yeah, I put it in the maximum. 74.
Any 4-letter
I know,
word,
and
any 4-letter word.
and I get to leave, so I really don't care, but I know that Shawty was freezing. Hey!
I hear you laughing, having a good time.
We are having a good time.
That's what we do here.
That's what we do. I'm laughing at Shawty's expense, because she's a meat locker right now. So anywho, alrighty. Hold on 1 minute. So tell me something you heard good this morning.
I heard that someone's looking to buy